Imagine on one hand, the whole world is considering electric vehicles, EVs, as the future. And on the other hand, the CEO of Mazda makes a big statement. Our new rotary engine will shake up the entire electric vehicle industry. Hearing this, it feels like a jolt of electricity runs through the air, because as soon as the name of rotary engine comes to mind, people get an image of power, speed, and innovation. Now Mazda is saying that their engine will be more robust, economical, and powerful than EVs. That means the industry, which was considered invincible till now, has suddenly been faced with a new challenge. This is not just an engine, but a revolution that can change the entire game of the world of vehicles. Imagine, on one hand, the tension of charging stations, high battery costs, and range issues has not been solved yet. And on the other hand, Mazda has put its full faith in its rotary engine. Now, the question arises, will this really shake up the future of electric cars, or will EV companies find a solution to this too? What technology is used in this engine, and why is there so much commotion about it? And yes, before moving on, subscribe to the channel so that you can be the first to see such videos. History and identity of the rotary engine. When we talk about car engines, most people think of piston engines, the kind that has cylinders where pistons move up and down to produce power. But in the world of cars, an engine came that broke this tradition, and its name is the rotary engine. And if we talk about rotary engines, the first name that comes to mind is Mazda. Mazda is the company that gave a new identity to this engine and showed the world that cars are not limited to piston engines only. The rotary engine started in the 1950s to 60s. It is also called the Wankel engine because it was designed by German engineer Felix Wankel. This engine looks simple, but its way of working is very unique. There are no pistons moving up and down in it, nor are there heavy parts. Instead, it has a triangular rotor that rotates round and produces power. This is why it is called rotary. Mazda adopted this engine and gave it a life that surprised the world. In the 1970s and 80s, Mazda started using this engine in its sports cars, especially cars like the RX-7, and later the RX-8 gave the rotary engine an iconic identity. The RX-7 is still a dream for car lovers. Its slick design, light body, and the sound of the rotary engine together make it a cult classic. Why is the rotary engine considered so different from other engines? First of all, its smoothness. Because it does not have the up-down jerk like a piston, the engine is very smooth and rev-friendly. As you press the accelerator, the engine gives power without any interruption. The second thing is its compact size. A small rotary engine can give the same power as a large piston engine. This is why Mazda's RX series cars were light and fast. The third, and perhaps the biggest feature, is its sound. The high-pitched whine and sporty sound of the rotary engine made car lovers crazy. Many people say that the real fun of driving an RX-7 or RX-8 is hidden in the sound of its engine. This is the reason why even today people get excited as soon as the RX-7 enters car meets or racing track. But there were not only good things. There were many challenges with the rotary engine. The biggest problem was its fuel efficiency. This engine gave tremendous power, but consumed a lot of petrol. The second problem was reliability. Many times it would break down after running for a long time, and maintenance was expensive. The third big problem was emissions, that is, pollution. When strict emission norms for vehicles started coming in around the world, the rotary engine was left behind. This is why auto companies gradually abandoned it, and Mazda also discontinued it after the RX-8. But despite this, the story of the rotary engine did not end. Its place in car culture is still like that of a superstar. Especially in Japanese car culture and the tuning community, the RX-7 is considered a legend. People still buy second-hand RX-7s and modify them, install turbos, and run them on tracks. This has made the rotary engine immortal, even in death. Mazda also did not say goodbye to it completely. In the last few years, the company has tried to revive it. In 2023, they launched a hybrid car, the Mazda MX-30, in which the rotary engine was used as a range extender. That is, when the battery runs out, the rotary engine starts and gives the car extra range. It is clear from this that Mazda not only sees the rotary engine as its heritage, but also wants to keep it alive in some form in the future. Features of the new rotary engine. Now, just think, the rotary engine that people had considered old is in the news again today. Mazda has revived it, but this time in a smarter, more powerful, and economical form than before. First of all, let's talk about the new technology. This time, Mazda did not leave the rotary engine alone, but linked it with a hybrid and range extender system. That is, now this engine does not directly power the wheels, but charges the battery and helps the car cover long distances. This has two advantages. First, there is not much pressure on the engine, and second, the range of the car increases a lot. This was the biggest problem of the EV industry range, and Mazda has directly attacked that weakness. Apart from this, the new rotary engine is very small and light in size. Compared to piston engines, this engine is compact, and Mazda has used high-efficiency fuel injection and modern cooling technology in it. This means that it can produce more power by burning less petrol. The biggest complaint about old rotary engines was that they consumed more fuel, but this time Mazda has tried to overcome that weakness as well. The third, and perhaps the biggest thing, is smoothness and performance. The design of the rotary engine is such that no pistons move up and down in it. Therefore, there is very little vibration in it, and it runs smoothly even at high RPM, that is, high engine speed. EVs are also smooth, but the thrill of the engine is missing in them. That fun of driving, that sound, that adrenaline rush is not found in EVs. Mazda claims that the new rotary engine will give the driver the same excitement that is found in a real sports car. Now, let's talk about being economical. The biggest problem of EVs is the battery. About 40% of the cost of an electric car goes towards the battery, and these batteries are not only expensive, but also heavy. Moreover, charging infrastructure is not available everywhere. In such a situation, Mazda's rotary engine comes across as a balanced solution. This engine is small, cheap to make, and not as expensive as batteries. That is, Mazda is saying that their cars will be cheaper than EVs and more comfortable to drive. Mazda has also installed low-emission technology in it. Earlier, the biggest problem with the rotary engine was that it emitted more smoke, but now the company has installed a new catalytic converter and clean burning system. This means that this engine will no longer be polluting like the old one. And second, the range of the car increases a lot. This was the biggest problem of the EV industry range, and Mazda has directly attacked that weakness. Apart from this, the new rotary engine is very small and light in size. Compared to piston engines, this engine is compact, and Mazda has used high-efficiency fuel injection and modern cooling technology in it. This means that it can produce more power by burning less petrol. The biggest complaint about old rotary engines was that they consumed more fuel, but this time Mazda has tried to overcome that weakness as well. The third, and perhaps the biggest thing, is smoothness and performance. The design of the rotary engine is such that no pistons move up and down in it. Therefore, there is very little vibration in it, and it runs smoothly even at high RPM, that is, high engine speed. EVs are also smooth, but the thrill of the engine is missing in them.